So now we're going to record the desktop solution of this. And like, about 1200 pixels, we want to go to desktop. We've left tablets and we've left phones, so we're going to go to desktop. So I'm going to add a media query. And we'll just call it MQ 1200 plus. So I need some new CSS, so let's create a new CSS sheet, and let me just get the name of that. So there's my new CSS. And what I need to do to get this to be like this on desktop. And if you want all the videos for this course, if you found this online, you can take the whole course here at Greater Commons. And if you can't afford 20 bucks, because that's a lot of money where you live in the world, just send me a message on Twitter. My name's Todd McLeod.
Okay, so your video that you just made in class, coming here?
I'm going to put those up soon, yeah. There's my Twitter. Yeah, somewhere. All right, so now we want to fix that. So originally we had our section holding nav and main, and nav is 100 and main's 100. Now we want to make nav, right? And oops, nav's going to be applied after the fact. I just lost internet. Let me get my internet cable. Nav, this media query is going to be applied after the fact, right? This gets applied first, and then this second. So we want our nav to be about flex basis, I don't know, 20%. And we want our main to be flex basis 80%, right? So now this will take up 20%, this will take up 80%, and since they are flex row, right, they're in a section container that is flex direction row, and it's wrap, not that it matters. But now these are the two children, nav and main. Nav's going to take up 20%, main's going to take up 80%. And now we just need to get this stuff vertical. So our UL was making those flex direction row. We now want our UL to make that flex direction column. Do we need to add anything else? So we got this as a column over on the left. I think that might be, let's see what happens. That's pretty good, right? Our things with the height got messed up, right? So we set our height here to 92 VH, and that, let's take that out and that out and just go easy. So that looks good. And then here we could do, on this one, we could do we could do justify content flex start. So this one here is the nav. The nav is what? The nav is the container. And then justify content 100%, or justify content flex start would be the UL. So UL. Notice I only have to overwrite the ones that I want to change. So that didn't do it. UL justify content flex start. So let's put the border on and see what the border looks like. So there it is. So we could leave justify content flex start. But then how do we get this thing to fill in? We need what? Well, we need that thing to take up all the space. So, right, what's our flex basis is these are flex basis for nav and main. What's our flex basis for UL? Right, did we set that? UL, we don't have a flex basis. And we have a width here, right? So let's change that since it's a, let's change that. Since that is you know, flex child, let's use flex base. So flex base, or it's a container, let's use flex bases, yes. It's a container, flex bases. Okay, that went width, it just filled in wide. As opposed, because flex basis is the width. So how do we get the height? How do we get the height to go UL all the way fill in? What's our nav border looking like? Nav border. There's our nav border. How do we get the UL border to fill all the way up and down? Or the, sorry, the UL element to fill all the way up and down. Let's try UL height 100%. There we go.
Yeah, but don't you want to push the number down a little bit? So it won't be like,
Top and bottom, left and right. And then if we want a little space between the UL or the LI, top and bottom, left and right. Yeah? So let's get rid of that border. We don't need that. We don't need this. And that's what it looks like. So here's mobile. MQ12. Oh, because I forgot to do what? Media min width 1200 pixels. So from there up, right? And then there's our, except we've lost the pinky. Right? Where's the pink one? Huh? What did I misspell? Mine width. That's funny. Still works, even funnier. So there's desktop. Here's mobile, but where'd our pink go? So we took out those heights, right? Let's just read through our code. We got all of our reset up above. And we have a section, and the height of the section is 100 VH. And border is that border, and then display, that's got that, and it's row and wrap, and then we change that to column over here. Don't we? No, it's row. We change the widths. And then wrap and line content, flex start, flex direction, row. And the content is at the flex start, so we have nav and main. That's fine. And section, flex start. It's a row. I don't know if we need flex start. Let's take that out. Interesting. So now we just need these to be proportioned out a little bit. So I think we could just do height 2080 maybe on those. And so that's my nav and my main. Height 10% and main. Height 90%. Seems like we tried that, but maybe because, all right, now we got it. Maybe because I took this off. If that's back on, nope, that's fine. But we don't need it, so we get rid of it. And so there, oops. There it is, mobile. There it is, oh, desktop. Now our heights are funny, right? So how do we fix our heights when we come over to desktop? So we need nav and main, height 100%, and main, height 100%. So there's mobile, there's desktop. Mobile and desktop. Cool?
So you can make another one and you can just call it media.
And you know what we could further do to make this more better is on desktop, we could say that our main background image URL background size cover background repeat no repeat background repeat size color position center background image attachment blend mode. That's it. So on mobile, nothing. Desktop.
Huh. But you can do the same thing that you did for mobile.
Mobile, I don't want to send them an image, but I'll send it to them on desktop because mobile phone too much to download. Cool. I like that. We're going to build on this yet again in the next video.